Hello, I'm Michael Diallo McLendon, here with songwriter, producer, and musician Millard Thomas Jr. inside the studio The Dungeon to discuss his new hit single, Someday. How you doing, Millard?
Man, I'm blessed, Doc.
Man, I'm so excited to be here because we're talking about your song, Someday. Tell us about the circumstances surrounding the writing of Someday.
Well, it came to me viewing one of my friend's videos. She had a video out that was a positive, awesome video. Her name is Loretta Kid Constant. Video is nice, and it came to me where you have a video that you need to put out too. It's called Someday. So I had to go way back and look for a cassette. Back in the days, it was a 4-track, 8-track cassette player where I started out writing music on. So I had to find me one of those cassette players. And I looked through my tapes and found Someday. And I put it on to listen to it. And it blessed me, just that old sound. So I said, you know what? I need to do this. I need to redo this.
So why would you say now is the time for the song Someday?
Whew, what we're going through right now, it can't be no better time than right now. There's so much going on, and for it to hit my spirit like it did and say, this is what you need to do, put this song out Someday, is right now, because there's so much going on and so much hitting us hard. I mean, spiritually, just it's so much wickedness and so much tension. We scared of everything, and hopefully it's like the words say, someday we will be together as one.
Yeah.
Down on bended knees is where I will be.
It's a powerful message.
Yes.
So what do you hope to accomplish with the song?
That it will touch somebody. It will not just somebody, that it will move somebody enough to change their attitude, change their lives, change their perspective, change the way they view life, their ways, because their ways is not his ways. So therefore, hopefully this song Someday will touch somebody enough when they listen to the words to it, knowing that someday we will be free. We will be able to love one another in spite of our color, race, gender, all that stuff. So hopefully that will work.
Wow. Now you put together a number of fantastic artists.
Yeah.
So talk about how you went about selecting the artists who are part of this project.
Well, I was talking to my partner, Montreal Derrick, and I told him about the song, and I let him listen to the cassette tape that I had, and he just went crazy. He was like, dude, yes, you need to put this out. And I said, well, I want to do it with different artists. I'm not a singer. So I said, I want to do it with different artists. You think I could pull them together? He said, dude, you already have them, you just don't know it. So I thought about it, and he started naming off people. And I said, you think they'll do it? As soon as I gave these people a phone call or text them or even hit them up on Facebook, there was not a hesitation. All of them answered the call and was happy to be a part of it.
That's powerful.
That's a blessing.
It really is the time.
Yes.
Someday is today.
Yeah.
So as someone who has been doing this for a while, in terms of producing and being a musician, how did you get started in this whole, as some people say, music game?
Well, I've been playing for a while. I started out on congas, tambourine, age of 5. I came probably younger than that. Then the bongas, church. You know, it's definitely always church. And ended up, when I grew up, my first little encounter with a professional, I call him Uncle Rance Allen. I probably was maybe 10 years old, if that much, and I played for him, and he was like, just, wow, this little guy is nice. So after Rance Allen, I was playing in church, and as I got older, I met Mr. Thomas A. Whitfield. He took me up under his wing. He became like my godfather. I was with him for some years. Shortly after he passed, we had just got back from Texas. Dallas, Texas, with the Dallas Fort Worth Mass Choir, where, you know, we was with Kirk Franklin, Cardell Morale, and Apostle Derry Yancey. And he shortly passed on the return from that trip. That's when I wrote my first song after his passing. I didn't know I could write or anything, but the first song ever came, and one day y'all gonna hear it, and that is called One Day.
Wow.
Not someday, one day.
Now that's when you wrote your first song.
My first song.
But now you're a producer. How do you get to this place where now you're producing artists?
That's a very good question. By the grace of God, things just start happening. It's just one thing after another, and people love my music, just love what I do, and it's just, I have people that come and just ask me to produce them and write music for them, and I have wrote music for plays, music for artists, for churches, for singles, so it happened to just grow and kept growing, and hopefully it will still grow abundantly. So
Someday is a powerful song, and a lot of people are just going to really be blessed by it. And the fact is, though, that you already have music that's out there, and some music that's out there currently that's really doing really well on the charts. Talk about your CD that's out now.
Oh yes, I have a CD called What's Your Request? That came out from people in the studio. I have so much music, and they say, why don't you do something yourself? I said, well, I don't say. They say, well, put out a music album, put out a jazz album, because most of your stuff is jazzy anyway. So I was like, okay, I'll try that. And I put together some songs. Once again, God blessed me with some friends that didn't have a problem with coming in. So believe it or not, I have like maybe 20 musicians on my album on this song, and I did not know that many came out to support this CD. This CD has been #1 in no lower than 10 from last year, with no radio play, no promotion, no nothing. And it's been just staying in the top 10 since last year.
Wow. I think that really speaks to the quality of the music that you produce, because Someday is a powerful song.
Thank you.
And while the CD has a jazzy, really jazzy feel, all of your music seems to have that inspirational quality. What is that? I mean, is that something that you plan, or how is it that your music always has that feel good, positive quality?
You know what? I think it's just a gift. It's a gift because, like I said, I haven't had schooling, no musical training at all. The blessing comes from me being blessed by being around, artists like Commission, Fred, and Clark Sisters, Rance, and I've been around pretty much a whole lot of artists, and just the best thing I can say is if you're around them, just sit back and learn from them. That's all I could do. And I have a lot of influence from Thomas Whitfield and Daryl Coley because of me being around them so much, and Commission. You hear a lot of my stuff is jazzy, but you hear a lot of their influence in a lot of production that I do and vocally stuff. They call me the harmony man because I will put some harmonies in some things, but that's where I come from. I'm from Detroit, so we do harmonies.
Now, given again the message and the feel of the music, and I know everybody's waiting for the actual song, but if you could look in the camera and just kind of leave the people watching with a message about Someday, or just about that message, period, what would it be? Do that for us if you don't mind.
Well, someday, I hope will bless somebody that will change their lives, that will help them grow. Not just say, wow, this is a nice song, or this song musically is nice, or the people that he had on there can really sing. In spite of all that, it's a blessing to have that because he blessed me with it. But the blessing is for you to understand the message is that what we're going through right now, we need help, we need a blessing. And usually, since music is universal all around the world, I hope it gets to everybody to understand, to change. Someday we will all love each other and be as one, especially if we get down on our bending knees and pray about it.
Well, we're here inside the dungeon with musician, producer, and songwriter Millard Thomas Jr. Millard, that someday will come. Thank you for all that you've done, are doing, and will do. And I can't wait to be a part of this project.
Oh man, you are right. Thanks.